It was something about that very first book that Layla Steinberg pulled down off that shelf that really caught my eye. So what I did was I went to thugarmy.com. And there at thugarmy.com, they have a list of the books that Tupac read all throughout his life. Now what's peculiar about this list is, if you take this list and you really look at it, you'll easily be able to find who Tupac's favorite author was. Now as I was going down the list from name to name, this name seemed to pop up left, right, front, center, everywhere. It just seemed to pop up all over the place. And it wasn't Maya Angelou. No. It wasn't Alice King. No. In fact, it was a lady by the name of Alice A. Bailey. Alice A. Bailey popped up on this list a total of 5 times. In fact, the first book mentioned on the list was Alice A. Bailey. In fact, the first book that Layla Steinberg pulled off the shelf was Alice A. Bailey. What's so peculiar about Alice A. Bailey? What made Tupac go back to her 5 different times? Alice Ann Bailey was born Alice Latrobe Bateman on, get this date, June 16, 1880. She was born in Manchester, England, born to a wealthy British family, had all the perks of England's upper class to enjoy, but despite all of these perks, she was very, and I mean very depressed as a child. According to her autobiography, she would attempt suicide a total of 3 times by the age of 15. But it was at this age, at this tender age of 15, that she received a visit that would change her life forever. A visit from a being who she thought to be Jesus Christ himself. And with this visit, she began a spiritual journey, a spiritual quest, if you will. And by the age of 22, she was doing evangelical work for the British Army. In 1907, at the age of 27, while doing missionary work in India, she met a man by the name of Walter Evans. These two, Alice and Walter, were going to get married that same year. They would move to the United States that same year. And eventually, they would have 3 children together. Walter would become an Episcopalian priest, but besides this position of spiritual authority, of ecclesiastical authority, he lacked the ability to control his temper, and because he lacked this ability, the marriage fell apart in 1915. And with this divorce from her husband, with this separation from her husband, Alice also divorced Christianity as well. You see, it was at this time, in 1915, that she came across the writings of this woman right here, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, also known as the Madam H.P. Blavatsky. Helena Blavatsky was a product of the whole modern-day spiritualism movement. You know, the 1848 Fox sisters I speak to dead people thing? Yeah, she was big into that. So big, in fact, that in 1875, she helped kick it up to another level by starting the Theosophical Society. And the Theosophical Society had this right here as its emblem. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, and you're saying, maybe I've seen this somewhere before, most likely, you have, because the Freemasons and the Church of Satan uses the exact same symbol. Is this a coincidence? Nah, I don't think so, because in 1877, she received the right of adoption from the Freemasons, making her a part of their female organization known as the Order of the Eastern Star, which has this as its symbol. Recognize the star? You see, all these organizations use the exact same symbology, just like a gang would use the same color or the same tattoos to recognize itself. In fact, since we're on that topic, all our gang culture comes straight from the occult. I don't care what side it's on, from the west to the east, the whole gang culture comes from the occult. All of our symbols, all of our handshakes, all that we got straight from them. And all this symbology is used for one thing and one thing only. It's to recognize organizations that pledge their allegiance